How's everyone doing today? Shank up here right here. And today, like every day, we're going to talk about Bitcoin and the price and what's been happening in the last 24 hours. Please remember, all this information is for entertainment purposes only. And without further ado, let's dive right into the charts. All right, guys, so we can see here, we're looking at the Bitcoin price action. So I just got it zoomed here on the 15-minute. So what we can see is we were trading in a range, and we had you could say an inverse head and shoulder, regular head and shoulders here with a neckline around here, and we broke down and would hit targets here. So yeah, so that's what has happened today. So Bitcoin is definitely breaking down. We have a lot of sell volume coming in. We're currently at support. So we're currently at a support right here. We're currently at a support zone, and we're breaking under it with a lot of selling volume continuing to the downside. So, just keep this in mind, guys, that like I said from yesterday's video, that we are not fully, I don't think we are at the bottom. I think we do have some more downward price to go. And if we look at the S&P 500 here, as per our video yesterday, we said we were at a resistance zone. We had a bearish divergence. Let me go to the 4-hour time frame here. Yeah, so on the 4-hour we had a bearish divergence. So we had this bearish divergence on the 4-hour time frame, and we're currently at a support zone, so we could definitely see some consolidation in between the zone. So we definitely could see some consolidation in between this resistance zone and support zone. But we do have a lot of selling volume. That's come into the market yesterday, and we just completely flushed. So we've definitely this is definitely a possibility of us creating a lower high here. So we have a high, we have a higher high, low, lower low, and we could be heading even lower, and further down. So just keep this in mind, guys. A lot of people are buying the dip. You can definitely still buy the dip if you want to. Moving average, you can definitely still buy the dip. There's nothing wrong with buying the dip, but if you look here, 200-day moving average, the style, let's pick it up. Look, we are still under the 200-day, and like I said, we would need to get above the 200-day for us to say, hey, we're back bullish. So the 200-day is definitely declining fast. So we could even hit the 200-day over here, head lower. Anything can happen right now in this market. But we do have a lot of selling volume, like how we had, the volume was pretty flat here, and then we had this big sell come into the market. So just keep your eyes on that. If we look at the USDT dominance, what we have here is, like I said, guys, is alts may start rallying if we have a pullback. So we did have a bit of a pullback. For the altcoins, and we had a pullback in the USDT dominance. Like I said, if we have a pullback, it doesn't mean alt season is on. A lot of people are starting to say the bull market is back on, but it's not back on. There's no indication for us that says we're going up any higher. So we have the USDT dominance. I said we could come and retest this, so we can still retest this, come closer to the zone, and then maybe head higher. So the 2 or 3 days ago, a lot of people were excited, taking longs, starting to accumulate midterm bags, but we are maybe just having this bullish retest to head higher, which will wreck bags even more, right? So you want to stay cognizant of that, and you know, protect your capital, right? So this is the Bitcoin dominance chart, right? So we've broken out for a while now, and we've hit some targets here, we're close to. So we've hit some targets. So I'll have some more targets to hit. So the Bitcoin dominance can definitely, now we're at getting to a point of resistance. It could definitely come down. You know, and the RSI looks really overbought with this upward move. So the Bitcoin dominance can definitely come down. You know what I mean? It come down to levels similar to, you know, maybe 44 before heading higher. So we could definitely come down to 44 and head higher. So that's definitely a possibility. But like I said, you might get some good altcoins running during this period, and then we head higher. So you want to keep in mind that if you know, this may not be the time for midterm holding. Things are looking bullish where, you know, where it shouldn't be looking bullish. You know, we got the Bitcoin dominance looking bullish. It looks like we've, you know, formed an reaccumulation. This could be seen as a reaccumulation, or sorry, an accumulation pattern here. So this whole pattern here can be seen as a giant accumulation pattern. And if we're on the daily, we're above the 200-day moving average. Now, I don't really use moving averages for cryptocurrency as much, just because the crypto markets move exponentially, and moving averages are lagging indicators. And because they're so lagging, you know, cryptocurrencies move very fast. But you could even see, as we broke above the 200-day, we had a swift move up, and now we're getting some tension. So we could definitely see a retrace of the Bitcoin dominance, but I don't think this would be a cause for any type of bull markets back on or anything like that. I don't think we are there. So even if we look at Bitcoin, we're breaking this low here. We're underneath it right now. So if we look, yeah, we're slightly underneath it at the moment. So let's look at the chart. It's just dumping and dumping, you know. So this is not good for the Bitcoin price, if we're being completely honest, right? This is definitely not good for the Bitcoin price. And like I said, when the hash ribbon flashes as well, that may be a time for us to start accumulating. And I said this in yesterday's video. So a lot of people may be buying up here, and there's no problem buying at 30K. But what I've gained to realize and understand is, if you have a plan, it will help you mentally as you're in the market, because you can't just buy and then you're holding and then you sell, and then, you know, you might put too much in, and then it's just a complete mess, right? So for me, I'm waiting for the hash ribbon to flash, and then I'll start DCing in to altcoins and Bitcoin. But just for now, we're just trading the ranges, shorting, longing where we see fit, where the opportunity lies. And then, you know, that's really just it for the price. So let's look at Ethereum. So I had a short on Ethereum. Actually, I closed it and then I hit my target. Isn't that crazy? So I had this short on Ethereum here. So I'll take you through a little bit of what I saw here. So if we go on the 4 hour. So really, I just saw, you know, this bearish divergence. So I saw this bearish divergence here on the 4 hour. Not too much buying volume or anything like that. So I saw the bearish divergence. We were, you know, in a resistance zone at the moment. At the time this was being recorded, and I actually set my take profit, you know, was about 1845. So that was my take profit on a short, right? And you could take that profit, $200, $100, $500, $1,000, $10,000, whatever you're trading with at the time, and you can put that into altcoins, or, you know, DCA it into Bitcoin. And just while the market is kind of very turbulent, you can do this, you know, and have some success. So you see there's a lot of selling volume here. So we were expecting the price to go down. So yeah, and we're under the 200 day on the daily. But let's look at it on the daily, guys. So if we look at Ethereum on the daily, like I said, everything that should look bullish is looking bearish if you're a bull, and everything that's looking bearish is looking bullish if you're a bull as well. So right now we're looking at Ethereum, and it is looking, like I said, a Wyckoff distribution pattern. We have, you know, a high, a low, a lower high, a lower low, and we could continue lower. You know, we could reach all the way up to 24K. There's definitely a possibility, but that's a resistance zone. Or 23K, that's a resistance zone. And you know, we might short that. So we go here, and then that'd be a lower high, and then we could head lower. Definitely a possibility. So yeah, guys, we are in a bear market. I don't think the bottom's in. You know, just keep learning, keep practicing. And you know, if you're here for the next 5, 10, 15, 20 years and you're genuinely learning, it will be inevitable for you to be, you know, at the top of these markets, conquering it, and, you know, being, you know, just fearless in a market of chaos. So I hope you enjoyed. Please subscribe, like, and comment, and tune in next time for some more videos. Thank you.